So, this is a video I've been meaning to make for quite a while, and just never quite knew how or when to do it. But if you're new to the channel, or I guess if you've been around for a while, I'm sure you've seen some of my video thumbnail art with the cat in it. So, in case you're not aware, that cat is a meme named Graphics Cat. It's from peppercats.ru. It's an old meme, but it checks out. I post this picture a lot on other websites, and it just kind of eventually became my thing. So I don't know how to really describe it, but I loved this cat. So when I started doing YouTube, I figured, you know what? I need a gimmick. I don't feel like using, my cat. So I was like, you know what? This represents me. I didn't feel like using myself as the face of my channel, so to speak. So this cat kind of became my mascot. Continued on, started out with Dark Souls, and eventually Dark Souls 2. Those photoshops were very basic. I just kind of pasted the head on, and there you go. As time went on, I tried to do a little bit more with it, like around Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. I did a little bit of painting, not a whole lot, but it was something. Then, eventually, I was going to start my Ratchet and Clank playthrough. So, contacted a buddy of mine who was a artist and was like, hey, can you draw this cat anthropomorphized, or furry for short, wearing the Ratchet and Clank gear? And he did. He's an awesome artist, and he ended up drawing all of the art for Ratchet and Clank 1, Ratchet and Clank 2, as well as Ratchet and Clank 3. So all of the original remastered trilogy that I played on the PS3. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe those are the first appearances of Anthro-Helia, who is, I guess I should elaborate. This cat obviously exists. The cat's name is Helia Peppercats, and she was up for adoption like years and years ago. Moving on, past Ratchet and Clank, I follow quite a few other artists on Tumblr, and now through Discord I have a big network of other artists, and I want to start up Dead Space. I want to try streaming a little bit, and while that never really got off the ground, I was able to contact Linebreaker, who was another pretty, I thought, well-known artist, definitely a larger artist, and get some thumbnail art from him. So I really enjoyed how the picture turned out. I was sad that the series never took off, but that was back in the early days of the channel. I think that's the only game that I've started and not finished. Proceeding on, I didn't mean for this to be a very long video, but the thumbnail art was great. I loved how it was turning out, but I still wasn't getting those great views. And a friend of mine joked, like, oh, well, you don't have enough boobs. And I was like, but I turned it into an anthro cat. Come on, you got to give me some points there. And he's like, no, you need more boobs. So I tried that with a few things like Uncraft World. Tried to be more clickbaity with my titles. That kind of worked. Eventually continued on with Ratchet and Clank, went back to Linebreaker. He was still really amazing and got back to me very quickly with the art. After I had kind of established my niche, I'm a bit of an artist. I'm not a great one, but I tried drawing some art for a few of my different series, either because it was too short notice, or because I couldn't spare the cash at the time. So I drew it for like Wolfenstein, So Ratchet and Clank PS4 came out, and kind of commemorated, I went back to my friend Spinator, who I will have links to all of the artists in the description below. Some of them are a bit not safe for work, just putting that out there, but went back to Spinator. He did a great job for the PS4 Ratchet and Clank. Branched out to another artist that I was aware of, had gotten commissions from before, but this was the first one I wanted to get for my channel. Got Dark Souls 3 from Pybun. Loved that, and around that time was when I started putting it in the corner of some of my videos as well. So that way, my thinking for that was, if I ever have something incredible happen during my playthrough, I can clip it, I can make it into a GIF, or whatever, and post it around, and it'll still be kind of automatically watermarked. Dark Souls 3 was a very, very long playthrough. During it, I also played Anarcute, which was, I think, one of the most popular series on my channel, which was kind of surprising. But I did some cute artwork for that. Kind of copied the base of the official artwork. Did the... I think Doom was actually much later. I don't know why I put that in there. But I also did the artwork for Doom. Yeah, that was much later. I don't know why I put this in the middle of the video, but there it is! Doom! Fantastic. Playing Fallout 4, I originally was commissioning someone named Soul, but as time went on, I had to keep, like, kind of pushing back the start of the series, because I was waiting for this thumbnail art, and waiting, and I got it, like, I think a week after the game launch. I was hoping to start right on launch day. And she, like, apologized, gave me the art for free, actually, but it wasn't at all what I was expecting. I was expecting, like, a little toon chibi thing, and she gave me, like, this really nice pin-up, like, or not pin-up, but bust. Another kind of art you don't see very much is of this wolf. I got this picture also for free, from another artist on Fur Affinity. You can scoff, but there are a lot of artists on there. It's a good hub. Got this for free because I was originally planning on streaming TF2. That never really took off, but I still have the art sitting around in case I want to. Now, Overwatch. Overwatch came out and kinda took over the channel for a little bit. So, went back to Linebreaker because done some great artwork in the past. I needed something that I could really rely on to be noticeable for a lot of the channel art, again, going to the corner. So at that time I thought Hanzo was going to be my main, so I got that for the first couple of seasons. Then I got Junkrat, because Junkrat ended up being my main, and both of those pictures turned out great. Now, that about catches us up, but in the meantime, if there's ever a game that is kind of unexpected, or, like I said, I can't afford to get art all the time, or just, I don't know who to commission for this kind of art, so I just kind of go back to basics. I still use good old basic Helia, but I try and paint over a little bit, like for my Berserk Band of the Hawk playthrough. Painted on that. Let's see, who else? Bloodborne. Again, it's like, do I want to pay 30 plus bucks for something that I could just paint over myself? I really like how some of these actually turn out, like the Breath of the Wild one. That one's really fun. Still keeping in touch. I'm saying a lot, aren't I? This is my first time running through this, so hopefully it turns out well. Still meeting a lot of great artists. This one was done by Sergey. He did my art for Crash Bandicoot Trilogy, along with another artist, Hero Vol, who I don't think I've shown in this video, but they also did art for me. That was for Crash Bandicoot. Sonic Mania also played. That was also done by Spinator. He really copied the style really well. I liked how that one turned out. Now, Cuphead, I went into it thinking, oh hey, this can have online co-op, like Battle Block Theater or something. But not until the game actually came out, or like the day before it came out, I actually looked at the description and it was saying, like, couch co-op only. So this artwork ended up being a bit unused. It's kind of hard to tell in this art, but the deer on the right is his character as well. Still hoping to do some more collaborations in the future, because I know listening to me talk is not always the most fun. Spinner also did my artwork for Call of Duty World War II. That was another quick little commission. And then I really want to spend a lot of time talking about this next picture. So this picture was also done by Pybon. It was a amazing experience to work with her, because Gigantic really caught my eye. I mean, I'm still playing it even though it's like dying, and it was just an incredible... It's an incredible game. I'm sad to see it go. But back to this picture. I actually worked with her to redesign Helia in the style of the game. So we thought about, okay, what abilities could she have? What's her story in this? And what role would she play? So she kind of became this like explodey mage with like I don't know what I can't remember the exact details, but we designed this character. It looks great. And originally I was going to 3D model it, but that kind of got swept under the rug as school got even harder. So I really like this character. I hope to finish up that 3D sculpt at some point, just separated from Gigantic, just because this is an amazing picture. I love it, and I wish the Gigantic kept going, because I really enjoy this picture. Oh, let's see, what else do I have in this folder of mine? Okami HD. So yeah, went back to Linebreaker for this one. Had a nice exploitable sign for her to hold up for the parts of the video. So it didn't quite look like Helia at that point because she was white and looked like a wolf, but that is Helia under all that paint. Let's see, another picture I got very recently was for Shadow Colossus, again by Spinner. And the most recent artwork I got was for Hollow Knight. And this one was also done by Serge, the person who did the Crush Bandicoot picture. His art improved a lot through those couple months between them. And this artwork, I told him, it needs to be really great. And he delivered, because I was trying something new with splash screens at the beginning and ending of videos. So people were going to see this beyond just clicking on a thumbnail. They were going to see this beginning, ending of every video in the series. And he was aware of that, and like I said, he delivered. So, if you made this far in the video, congratulations. I'm surprised you got through 15 minutes of me babbling and talking about nonsense, but if you're wondering why the videos lie, why you click on the video and like expect to hear this cute girl and it's like, no, me. It's because she was never intended to represent me. She wasn't... She's the channel's mascot, basically. So, a lot of people, like I said, use their own faces, use stuff like that, but I didn't want to be that vain about it. So, I chose a cat that I liked. Eventually, it became something else, but I choose her to use as the mascot because I like getting art of her more than I would getting art of myself. And so there we go. That hopefully explains a little bit about why I use a cat for my thumbnail videos, and why some of it is a little bit clickbaity, but hopefully it's not too bad nowadays. If you have any questions, I guess, leave a comment below. if you want to see some of the full-size thumbnail art, I'd love to put an Imager album together. I can do that for sure. Like I said, I'll have all the artists' links in the descriptions, and yeah. I guess if you're an artist and you want to draw thumbnail art, I'd love to get in contact with you. So, that about wraps it up. This went on for much longer than I was hoping, so fun times. See you guys in the next video.